see your sign? It's totally okay for humans to abuse animals for pleasure. How is that?
What do you think? Do you agree or disagree?
100% disagree. Why would you want to abuse animals?
Well, let me ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah, of course. Like,
what if somebody was kicking a dog? What would you think?
Kick them?
Yeah. What about bullfighting, fox hunting?
Huh?
What about bullfighting, fox hunting, stuff like that? Okay. What about sending an animal into a slaughterhouse to have their throat cut to get turned into a burger when you could eat a plant-based option instead?
100%.
You agree?
Yeah.
You vegan?
No, I'm not vegan.
Right.
But so tell me this: how much energy does it take to create an avocado, to grow an avocado, or to grow an avocado than it does to slaughter an animal?
Right. You don't have to eat avocados
For a year.
You don't have. Hold on. You don't have to. You don't have to eat. You don't have to. Right. So you agree with the sign then? What do you think, lads? What do you think? You sure? Are you sure? Come and let me ask you a question.
Are you advocating like for the animals, or are you saying?
I'm an animal rights activist.
Oh, that's good.
If you want to listen, you'll know why.
No, that's good. Okay.
So, right, okay. What do you call abuse? Like somebody kicking a dog? Bad. What about bullfighting, fox hunting?
Bullfighting? No, I don't agree.
All bad?
All the fucking stuff in Spain where they let
Okay.
run about.
What about like badger baiting, where they dig up badgers and set dogs on them?
Nah.
Oh crap.
Hunting's a different one. If you're hunting to survive, hunting to feed.
Survival's a different thing. I agree with you.
Feed yourself.
Okay. Last question. What about taking animals to a slaughterhouse, putting a shackle around their leg, hanging them upside down, cutting their throat for a meat product that you don't have to eat? You can eat a plant-based version instead.
Oh, this is one of them. I'm getting turned vegan here, is it?
Yes. Because if you don't have to and there is no necessity,
it isn't necessary.
Then it's pleasure. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to catch you out. I'm just trying to make you think.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do think it is abuse to hang animals up.
Of course it is.
Gas them,
That's alright.
whatever else to do to them. Like.
Man, I've been to all slaughterhouses and watched the whole process start to finish. Not just slaughterhouses, farms as well. I'm an animal rights activist.
Right, nice one.
And what happens to animals, man?
What is your
Do you know how we kill pigs in this country?
No.
Would you be surprised if I told you we throw them in the gas chambers?
The gas pigs.
The gas.
What about halal? What about the halal meat? All that stuff.
I've seen it both.
Right.
Both are terrible. What we do and what halal do. The animals are terrified. They both get stabbed in the throat. The difference between us and what they do with halal, they turn them upside down. I think it's called a Cleveland something or other. They turn them upside down, cut their throat.
Peaceful or something, don't they?
Peaceful, my ass, man. It's
right.
horrible. The animals suffer terribly. What we do is we shoot cows in the head with a captive bolt. It's not a gun. It springs into their head. The lines are moving so fast that oftentimes they miss the brain. So I'll knock the cow off their feet. It's like a boxer punching you in the head. I'll put them off their feet. 40% of cows, fat, go into the slaughter line are fully conscious. Hung upside down with their back leg. Somebody sticks a knife in their throat and cuts their throat. While they're bleeding out, they'll go around and cut their leg. The knives they have are super fucking sharp. They cut their legs off, and then they put the knife in their back and they pull it down from the back of their tail right down to the bottom of their spine, and then they pull their skin off. 40% of them fully conscious while they do it.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking brutal. So we're throwing pigs in gas chambers, we're shooting cows in the head and cutting their throat. Man, it's fucking terrible.
It is.
And all when you can go into any KFC or McDonald's or Burger King or Nero or Starbucks and buy a vegan option instead.
Only out of Burger King.
Yeah. But Burger King do...
I think when we ordered it, it actually said you can have the burger we ordered, vegan version.
Yeah.
So,
have you ever tried it?
I haven't, no.
And I'm not judging you, by the way, because I used to pay for it too. I just know information now that I did not have before.
I've actually always do bad. I'm at the Greg's. Whenever I was working, there was no normal sausage rolls. Five first vegan thing ever, one friend vegan sausage rolls.
Yeah.
They're nicer than normal.
That's what everybody says.
They actually are.
And I'm not going to tell you all vegan food is nicer because it's preference, really. It's like meat products. Some you like, some you don't. Some vegan products you like, some you don't. You find the ones you like, and those are the ones you eat. And like you can go anywhere and eat a vegan option now. And people think, oh, weirdo vegans. I am vegan because I would never hurt an animal. And I'm certainly not going to pay somebody else to harm an animal when I don't need to, when I can just eat a vegan burger instead.
That's the thing, isn't it? We're paying for it in a way.
Supply and demand. Supply and demand. Listen, if you pay somebody to shoot your sister or your mum or your dad or a friend, you're as complicit as the person that pulls the trigger. So that's how I see it. So I would never harm an animal. I would never hurt a dog or any animal for that matter. So why am I paying people, or why would I be paying people to do things to them I would never do myself?
The thing is, you're never going to get everyone to stop.
You're not. You're not. Number one, there's a hell of a lot of people eating animals. But number two, I can talk to some people, and so if you get it and you understand it, you can take personal responsibility. So for me, the right thing to do is, if you see an injustice and you think something's wrong, is to abstain from it. That's the least you can do, is abstain. If you care for animals, you don't want them to be hurt unnecessarily. And again, survival's a totally different thing. If you had to eat an animal to survive, it's not even a conversation. People do what they need to do to survive. You don't need to. If you go to McDonald's and buy a £1.19 McPlant instead of the normal burger, and apparently it tastes pretty much the same, even if it doesn't, even if it's 10% different, 10% difference for an animal to be hung upside down, have their throat cut, you know? Does that make sense?
What you're saying, 100%.
So that's why I'm here. This is reverse psychology, because I honestly believe 90% of people love animals and would never hurt an animal themselves. Okay, you get psychopaths. There's people working in slaughterhouses that enjoy stuff like that, or they're disconnected. I don't know what the hell's wrong with them. But most people would never hurt an animal. And if you had to stick a knife in the throat of a cow yourself, would you do it?
I don't think I could do it at all.
How many people could? So it's really, I think it's even shittier that we're paying somebody else to do it for us. It's almost really fucking weak. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to pay some other person that probably doesn't want to do it either to do it for me, you know?
Right. Interesting.
I'm going to give you a card. What's your name, mate?
Good luck, mate. Sean.
I'll give you a card before you go.
Oh, nice one.
You want one each, eh?
Aye, go for it, mate.
I'm going to ask you to watch something on YouTube sometime. It's not me, by the way.
I'm a big YouTube watcher.
So am I. I spend my nights on YouTube. One each. So you see the top one here, the best speech you'll ever hear?
Give that a watch.
It's a guy called Gary Orofsky. It is literally the best speech you'll ever hear. It sounds boring. I thought I'd scrub through it. Somebody sent it to me, and inside 5 minutes I was like, right, I have to go vegan now. And I'm not saying you'll do that, but I'll make you think. And honestly, it's just a guy talking in a university in America. He did a university tour, and somebody filmed it on their phone. But it's very powerful.
I'll give that a
Nice one. Good luck.
Thanks for stopping, lads. Have a good day, mate. We've got a bunch of farmers here standing up the street, having a scrum, see if they're going to come and take me on. So let's see what happens. Here they come, here they come.
What do you mean that sign there?
What do you think?
Pleasure?
Yeah.
What type of pleasure are you abusing an animal for?
Do you agree or disagree with saying?
What do you mean, like?
I don't know what the pleasure is about, like.
Well, say somebody was kicking a dog and having fun doing it. What about taking an animal to a slaughterhouse and having them hung upside down and having their throat cut?
That's not bad now, because I like a good bit of meat. If it's a cow, like,
For pleasure then?
no, for fucking food.
For pleasure?
For food.